Alright, today I want to do like a video a little different than the kind of thing I've done lately. Um, which is, I just want to talk about like, you know, games I'm playing right now. Um, and just, yeah, I don't know, what kind of things are like inspiring me at the moment. Elephant in the Room, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, those came out. And I've been partaking in the fruits of Toby Fox and that team's labor so much. I've been really enjoying chapter 3 and 4. So I beat them on my like main save file pretty quickly, but I decided to replay the entire game. Let's start over on a second file. For a few reasons. Number one, I missed like all of the secret bosses. Not all. I missed all but one of the secret bosses. And I didn't get all the eggs. I like because I want my first playthrough to be very like unguided. So if I don't notice something, I just don't get it. So like I missed out on a lot of things. Like I didn't recruit the original Starwalker. Didn't do any of that junk, and so I kind of want to treat this save file I'm currently doing as like my quote unquote true pacifist run, where like I recruit everybody and whatnot. Whereas my original file, I just kind of I typically just recruit people, but like I do it however makes sense in the moment. And I will miss secrets, whatever. So that's been fun. I'm currently right now I'm stuck on the night fight at the end of chapter 3. That might be a spoiler. I don't know. I guess I will put a little spoiler note in the comments or in the description for that. But anyway, been on that fight, and I'm trying to do it no Shadow Mantle, because you can't get the egg in that chapter if you get the Shadow Mantle. And I want to get all the eggs in this playthrough on the save file. So I'm doing it the very, very hard way. And I'm having some luck. I don't know. But it's been fun. It's been good, and I'm enjoying that. I've also been doing a little Omori here and there. That's a game I got maybe a year ago, and I played it a little and liked it, but I just haven't really sunk my teeth into it. I'm still not too far, because you can only play so many indie RPGs at one time. But I like what I've played, and I will probably pick it up and dive deeper into it once I finish Deltarune this playthrough fully. Other than that, I've been dabbling in Yume Nikki. That's a game that I, really kind of jabbing with my little, like, what I'm into creatively at the moment. As one of these little, like, again, a little indie RPG that's, like, really weird and has, like, all these, like, kind of horror, just funky elements. And I've been enjoying that a lot, and I definitely would recommend that to just about anybody, simply because it is free. You can play it on Steam. I've been playing it on my phone, and on my, like, Apple TV back there, because I can run it through RetroArch. So that's really neat. But yeah, I would highly recommend just about anybody check that out. It might not be your thing. It probably won't be your thing. But it's really cool, and I think it's, for me at least, it's been very like inspiring. Because I really am liking to lean into that little like kind of indie RPG horror. And I think even like the kind of the things I like a lot about Undertale, you can definitely see like that DNA starting out in Yume Nikki. Like Gaster, for example. Like there's a character in Yume Nikki that just looks a lot like Gaster, and even just that tone is very similar to like what you get from like the Gunners in Undertale. So yeah, highly recommend that game. Like I said, I'm not too far into it, but just what I've played, I've been very impressed. And I think it's something you can probably like, at least with the way I'm playing it, it's something I can see myself just kind of picking up, trying to figure out a little bit, and then setting down. That's why I think it's really good for like a phone. So yeah, anyway, been playing that. That's really cool. I've been playing, and I did a whole video on this one, but I've been playing The Wind Waker. I'm taking a little break from that, just because I want to play other things. But yeah, The Wind Waker is really good. I don't have to like I sell anyone on a Zelda game, but really good, and really like creatively inspiring, because as I talked about in my video, it is definitely like a returning to like a lot of childhood inspirations for me when playing a game, because that was something that like was so formative in terms of like what I like in games and just what I like in media in general. And so yeah, been very cool to replay that game. Been replaying that on like Switch 2, pretty cool. Um, and then what else? I've been wanting to jump into Breath of the Wild on Switch 2. I have not really, because it's a big game and I want to really do it justice when I replay it, because I haven't replayed it since like 2023. But yeah, anyway, that game's cool, and I'm looking forward to playing that at some point soon. Same thing for Tears of the Kingdom. I've only played through that really once, and it's funny because like I love the game, but I have not really given it like, I don't have like fully formed opinions and thoughts on it because I've only played it once, and my first playthrough was kind of bare bones. When I say it was bare bones, I just mean I very clearly and intentionally left stuff on the table to do for another playthrough. And so it really still hasn't like processed with me in the same way that Breath of the Wild has after all these years. But yeah, I do really enjoy it. I do like it a lot. And I'm sure it's great on Switch too. I've not really messed around with it at all. But yeah, I also at some point I would like to do a whole another Scarlet and Violet playthrough. Because it's a game I actually really enjoy a lot, despite its various flaws. And I feel like it probably would be a lot more enjoyable to do on a console that can run it well, even if the visuals are still underbaked in some areas. I do believe there's still a lot of soul in that game. So yeah, I've been messing around, kind of alluded to this with like Yumaniki. I've been messing around with like mobile games, just because like, just full transparency, I want to do a video on mobile gaming for my quote-unquote main channel that I've uploaded to like once or twice. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of like little mobile games. I've been enjoying Getting Over It. That's something I played a little bit a few years ago, and I enjoyed it a lot, but I never beat it. And I'm unfortunately not much further. That's another game where you just kind of whittle away at it. But yeah, it's really good. Maybe a little frustrating if you're not patient. Not even if you're just not patient. It's just something where it's like, if you are wanting a game that feels fair, it's not gonna feel fair. And I like that. But I like games that are just like stupid hard that you can like chip away at and just get a little better. That's actually what I like a lot about Undertale and Deltarune, is there are some occasional boss fights in those games that are just like so stupid hard that it took me like weeks to beat them and to figure them out fully. Like that's just a very like rewarding process for me, and so I've been appreciating that with like Getting Over It as well. Other than that, I've been dabbling in Infinity Nikki, which has nothing to do with Yumaniki. It's like an open world magical girl game. And yeah, another thing on my phone. And it's pretty cool. I don't love the fact that you have to be online to play it. I don't know. It's a whole tangent I can get into. And I'm sure plenty of other people have already gotten into. But it's like, that game does not need to be online all the time. I don't know. If you're taking up that much storage on my phone, I don't want you to have to be online all the time. Like, I get it if it's like a streaming thing. That's a concession I'll make. But if it's not, I can't really get behind that. That said, game's really fun. And I would recommend it. I don't know. It's another thing. It's free. You can give it a go. Of course, there's like gacha elements, which I don't always mind. It depends on how they're done and how ignorable they are, and how much you can get in game. I don't think it's inherently a bad mechanic. I think it's probably not the best way to monetize a game. Like, I would rather a game just like be the full price and have those mechanics baked in. Like Splatoon 3 does that. Like, it's like a full $60 game, and it has like gacha mechanics in it, but they're not microtransactions. It's like in-game currencies, and that's all it ever is. But flip side of that is a game like, Infinity Nikki or Genshin Impact or Fortnite or whatever. You can play that on a phone. You can play that on whatever. Everyone has one of these, and it's more accessible to a wider range of people, which maybe makes it a little more manipulative, because then they trick you into whatever. There's a discussion to be had here, and I don't really feel qualified to go into it fully. I think there's pros and cons to like that sort of monetization, but fun game. And I think a lot of At least for me, I don't really feel the need to spend money on those sort of things. I feel like a lot of games like that, where it's like, like Genshin Impact, for example, which is a game I've not played a ton of, but when I was playing it, I really did feel like it was made more fun when you don't pay. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, there we go. That's a video. I am just some more games I'm kind of looking forward to coming out soon. I'm really looking forward to the Off remake, published by Fangamer. Looking forward to that. That'll be cool. Hoping to get that at launch. I don't know if I would like the physical, but it might be easier for me just to download it. We'll see. And then other than that, Pokemon Legends ZA coming out later this year. That's something I will very much so be looking forward to playing. And the new Hyrule Warriors, that'll be fun. I really loved the second Hyrule Warriors game, like Age of Calamity. I love that game so much. I didn't love the performance, but I'm happy to see Age of Imprisonment running at a full 60 FPS, probably 1440p. It's really cool. And I will be very happy to play that game because I really did not think they would do another one of those. Like they had said in an interview, like, oh yeah, we'll do another if we have an idea. And I felt like a very cheap, like, oh, maybe we'll see kind of answer. But no, they're doing another, and it looks really good to me. Hopefully we can get another trailer for that soon. But it doesn't really matter because I will be buying that. If not day one, very close to day one when that comes out. And then, of course, Splatoon Raiders when that happens eventually. But at that point, I might as well put Delta in Chapter 5 in what I'm looking forward to. Because, that'll probably be next year. If next year at all, it could be 2027. So yeah, there we go. There's games I'm currently playing, stuff I'm looking forward to. And yeah, thank you for watching this little ramble sesh. And I'll be back at you tomorrow.